Chris Moore is P2. Rob Keane is third. Petrolhead is P4. Tracer is P5. Armagu from Sweden is P6. Techi Biscuit 90 from Norway is 7th. Person is 8th. Tippy Boss is 9th. Iceman is 10th. Engfors is P11. Stephen Handley from United Kingdom is P12. Wanderer is P1. Chris Moore is second. Rob Keane in Renault is P3. Petrolhead in Repsol is 4th. Tracer is 5th. Armagu in Campsa is 6th. Techi Biscuit in La Caiza is 7th. Person is 8th. Iceman in New Holland is P10, 0.4 behind Tippy Boss. Engfors is P12. Chris Moore in Renault is P2, 0.4 behind Wanderer. Petrolhead in Repsol is P4, 0.3 ahead of Tracer. Armagu is 5th, 0.2 behind Petrolhead. Tracer in Campsa is 6th, 0.4 ahead of Techi Biscuit. Techi Biscuit in La Caiza is P7, 0.2 behind Tracer. Techi Biscuit passed Tracer for 6th. Iceman is P8, 0.3 ahead of person. Person in New Holland is 9th, 0.3 behind Iceman. Stephen Handley is 10th. Engfors from Sweden in Renault is 12th, 0.2 behind Tippy Boss. Chris Moore is P2, 0.5 behind Wanderer. B. Armagu is P4 battling Rob Keane. B. Armagu passed Rob Keane for 3rd. Rob Keane in Kamsa is P4, 0.3 behind B. Armagu. Techi Biscuit in La Caiza is 7th, 0.2 behind Iceman. Techi Biscuit 90 is now 6th. Stephen Handley is 9th, 0.2 behind Person. Petrolhead is P5, 0.4 behind Rob Keane. Person is 8th. Stephen Handley in Renault is P9, 0.4 behind Person. Iceman in Repsol is 11th, 0.4 behind Engfors. B. Armagu is 3rd, 0.5 behind Chris Moore. Techi Biscuit in Kamsa is P6, 0.4 behind Petrolhead. Person in La Caiza is P8, 0.4 behind Tracer. Engfors on lap 4 is 10th, 0.3 behind Stephen Handley. Iceman in New Holland is P11, 0.5 behind Engfors. Chris Moore in Elf is 2nd, 0.5 behind Wanderer. B. Armagu is P3, 0.3 behind Chris Moore. Petrolhead is 5th. 0.2 ahead of Techi Biscuit. Techi Biscuit is 6th. Techi Biscuit passed Petrolhead for 5th. Person is 7th, 0.2 ahead of Stephen Handley. Stephen Handley in Lakaizat on lap 5 is P9, 0.1 behind Person. Stephen Handley passed Person for P8. Person in Eurocar is P9, 0.3 ahead of Iceman. Engfors on lap 5 is P9, 0.2 behind Person. Chris Moore in Elf is P3, 0.4 behind B. Armagu. Techi Biscuit 90 entering the pits is 11th. Person in Renault on lap 6 is 7th, 0.4 behind Stephen Handley. Tippy Boss in Repsol on lap 6 is P10, 0.4 behind Engfors. Tracer is 5th, 0.5 behind Rob Keane. Stephen Handley in Lakaizat on lap 6 is P6, 0.5 behind Tracer. Iceman in Eurocar is P8, 0.5 behind Person. Tracer is 5th, 0.1 ahead of Stephen Handley. Stephen Handley in Elf is 6th, 0.3 ahead of Person. Wanderer in Repsol is 2nd, 0.3 behind B. Armagu. Tracer is P5, 0.1 ahead of Stephen Handley. Stephen Handley on lap 7 is P6, 0.3 behind Tracer. Stephen Handley passed Tracer for 5th. Tracer is P6, 0.1 ahead of Person. Person is P7, 0.3 ahead of Iceman. Iceman in Eurocar is P8, 0.4 behind person. Stephen Handley is P5. Person in Elf is P7, 0.2 behind Tracer. Stephen Handley is P5, 0.1 behind Rob Keane. Person in Seat is P7, 0.2 behind Tracer. Iceman is P8, 0.3 behind person. Iceman is now P6. Rob Keane entering the pits is 11th. Stephen Handley is 7th, 0.3 ahead of Engfors. Engfors in Bank Sabadell is 8th, 0.4 behind Stephen Handley. Iceman is 6th, 0.3 ahead of Stephen Handley. Stephen Handley is 7th, 0.2 behind Iceman. Tippy Boss in Renault is 9th, 0.5 behind Engfors. Stephen Handley in Repsol is P7, 0.3 behind Iceman. Tippy Boss is 9th, 0.5 behind Engfors. Iceman in Campsa is P6, 0.2 behind Tracer. Tracer in La Caiza is 6th, 0.1 behind Iceman. Tracer passed Iceman for 5th. Iceman is 6th, 0.2 behind Tracer. Stephen Handley in New Holland on lap 9 is 7th, 0.2 behind Iceman. Engfors is 8th. Tippy Boss in Renault is P9, 0.3 behind Engfors. Engfors in Repsol is P8, 0.4 ahead of Tippy Boss. Iceman is P6, 0.2 behind Tracer. Stephen Handley in Campsa is 7th, 0.4 ahead of Engfors. Iceman in Lochisa is 6th, 0.2 behind Tracer. Iceman is now P5. Tracer in Eurocar is P6, 0.2 ahead of Stephen Handley. Stephen Handley in New Holland is P7 battling Tracer. Tippy Boss is 9th battling Engfors. Engfors in Renault is P8. Tippy Boss in Repsol is P9, 0.3 behind Engfors. Tracer is 7th, 0.3 behind Stephen Handley. Engfors in Campsa is 8th, 0.5 behind Tracer. Tracer in Lochisa is 7th, 0.4 behind Stephen Handley. Engfors in Eurocar is P8, 0.5 behind Tracer. Tippy Boss in Elf on lap 12 is 9th, 0.5 behind Engfors. Person in Repsol is 4th, 0.5 behind Chris Moore. Engfors is P8. Person is 4th, 0.4 behind Chris Moore. Engfors is 8th, 0.4 behind Tracer. Person in New Holland is 4th, 0.3 behind Chris Moore. Engfors is P8, 0.5 behind Tracer. Chris Moore in Renault is P4, 0.1 behind Person. Engfors is P8, 0.2 behind Tracer. Chris Moore is 4th, 0.5 ahead of Iceman. Iceman in Campsa is 5th. Engfors from Sweden is 8th, 0.4 behind Tracer. Chris Moore in New Holland is P5, 0.7 behind Iceman. Tippy Boss in Elf is P9, 0.5 behind Engfors. Engfors is P8, 0.6 behind Tracer. Iceman is 4th, 0.6 behind Person. The leader has just finished the race. B. Armagu finished first. Wanderer finished P2. Person finished P3. Iceman finished 4th. Chris Moore finished P5. Stephen Handley finished P6. Engfors finished P7. Tippy Boss finished 8th. Tracer finished 9th. Petrolhead finished P10.